Thank you.
Good morning, one and all. I, Engineer Sunita Kotwal, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering Department, Gyani Jail Singh, Campus College of Engineering and Technology, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, Punjab Technical University. Welcome you all to the third day of this 5-day FDP being organized by Civil Engineering Department under the supervision of Atal Academy. We are feeling honored to have Dr. Adesh Pal Vig with us, our expert of this session. We welcome you, sir, from core of our heart. Let me take the privilege to introduce sir with all of you. Dr. Adarsh Pal Singh Vig is a renowned environmentalist, able administrator cum organizer, professor and former head Department of Botanical Environmental Sciences, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar, and President Vigyan Parishad Panchnath VPP, Vijnana Bharati or Vibha Science Movement with Swadeshi Spirit Punjab. Dr. Vig is having teaching and research experience of more than 26 years, about 111 publications in national and international journals with a cumulative impact factor of 85, H index of 21. He had supervising 12 plus 8 PhD students. He has been awarded Distinguished Teachers Award 2012 and Environmentalist of the Year 2016 and 18 respectively. Presently also working as Director of UGC Human Resource Development Center and Project Coordinator, FDC, NRC under Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching, MHRD, Government of India at GNDU. He has been a member of State Expert Appraisal Committee, SEAC Punjab, by Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change, GOI New Delhi, conducted environment clearance of the major development projects in the state. His role as guest professor, Gifu University, Japan, life member, chairman, member of scientific universities, bodies like Senate, BOCs, faculties, BOS, RDS, Teachers Association, advisory bodies, schemes, Biodiversity Management Committee, BMC, Biomedical Waste Management Committee is well appreciated at all levels. Dr. A.P. Vig is passionately involved in conducting numerous workshops, lectures, awareness programs, and scientific research on vermi-technology, earthworm for waste management, Swachh Bharat, and organic agriculture. Under his guidance, number of vermicomposting startup units have been established in various institutes, colleges, schools, and villages, etc., that has proved fruitful in providing training and research to the students and researchers in the state and the country. He emphasized that change at an individual level is a must for pollution control. Nature has given us earthworms who act as ecological engineers and convert waste into vermicompost known as the black gold. We welcome you, sir. Now may I request Dr. Vig to start with his lecture.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words and introduction. I think introduction itself is not that important, but it requires a kind of knowledge sharing and interaction, because the line you were reading, that individual responsibility is more important. So I think I will emphasize this, and I will concentrate on this as well to the whole participants, which are more than 70 in number as I see. And I expect they are from the different parts of the world. And what kind of language I should use? Any suggestion?
Sir, language should be English, sir, please.
Okay, okay. You mean
They are
sometimes
all over the approximately all states from India, sir.
okay, okay. So purely I will try to have English, but anyhow, in between I will try to emphasize with the local languages as well, because there may be some Punjabis as well.
जी
So
जी सर,
anyhow,
जो participants
हाँ
are of language हिंदी sir.
हाँ जी, ठीक ठीक ठीक, चलो. So that mixed culture of India is always a pride kind of thing, but anyhow, the message should be conveyed. And what time I think we should finish, and there could be discussion or lecture. कैसे बांटना है इसको?
Sir, you can held your session till 11:30 sir, and after that we will have a question answering round.
अच्छा अच्छा, मुझे
After
लगा
that,
क्वेश्चन आंसर 11:30 से पहले ही करने हैं, बट एनीहाउ जितना मतलब उस हिसाब से करेंगे. सो शुड आई स्टार्ट माय प्रेजेंटेशन? है ना, इसको प्रेजेंट करूं पहले तभी
Yes,
चलेगा,
sir.
है ना? हाँ हाँ,
जी
मैं
sir.
करता हूँ.
जी sir.
लेट्स सी इफ इट इज हो जाए तो फिर ये आएगा तो. I'm trying to share my slide.
जी sir, present now option is given in the right side
लो,
sir.
हाँ नहीं, राइट साइड तो आ गया, पर वो उसमें जो स्लाइड वाला पोर्शन.
Sir,
हाँ
after clicking on present now, you will see the sir options like a window.
हाँ, विंडो आती है, वो फिर बाद में चली जाती है. इसमें पता नहीं क्या, कई बार तो कल तो बड़े आराम से रहता
Okay
है.
sir,
वो है sir.
it's
हाँ हाँ,
presenting now.
शायद नहीं, पर वो मेन स्क्रीन को कर रहा है ना, वो स्लाइड्स को नहीं कर रहा है. अब कुछ आया है?
Sir, you have presented your screen sir, not slides sir.
हाँ, तो वही स्लाइड उसमें आ नहीं रही थी, इसलिए मुझे लगा मैं इसको क्लिक करके देखने के बाद.
Sir, after clicking on present now, you will see a window, and in a window section, you will see the number of windows you have opened in your laptop sir. Then you can
हाँ
select.
नहीं, विंडो जड़ी मैं खोली ना, वो नहीं आई, पता नहीं आज क्यों है.
Okay sir.
आई है ना?
Sir, or else sir, you can now open your presentation, that will be visible to all sir
अच्छा हाँ, मैं वो
at that point, because you
देखो.
have presented your whole screen sir.
हाँ, मुझे लगा होना आई है,
टाइम लगेगा.
नहीं आई कुछ.
नहीं sir.
चलो, खाली स्क्रीन आ रही है ना.
नीचे. He's trying to present.
ਉਹ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਕੱਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਮੈਥਡ ਉਹੀ, ਬਟ ਸਮਹਾਉ ਵਿੰਡੋ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਗਿਆ.
जी sir.
Thank you. Oh, Hani, Hani. There are some technical glitches, and it's always there. But anyhow, this is the most important part. Still, because of restriction, we have been able to join through this technology. So thanks to everyone. Should we start? ठीक है जी, visible है?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Visible, sir.
All the participants. Okay. So first of all, thank you to the institute. The Bathinda Institute, MRS, PTU, and all my colleagues there, and for engaging me, or for taking my let's say lectures to the other participants, and selecting this relevant topic. And because all participants are at the third day of their lecture, so I think they are familiar with so many features of the solid waste management, its misuse, and what has to be done and what has not to be done. It is visible, okay? I think if there will be problem, you can just tell me or call me.
It's visible,
Otherwise,
sir.
I am. My screen is okay.
Yes, sir. Perfectly okay, sir.
Okay. So thank you, one and all. So as I started that particular means. Line, that is very important, because you can attend these courses, you can work on this particular problem, or you may be doing your job, but individual responsibility, if you want to do the remedies, and if you want to protect your environment, so no technology, nothing can come unless I will not feel my responsibility. So that individual responsibility is more important. So I expect all the participants listening this, that they should not only enhance their knowledge, they should not be expert of this particular information or the problem of the waste and its management, but they must initiate at her or his own level whatever they can contribute to clean the environment, to remove these kind of problems. Otherwise, these environmental issues, they are going to be more and more. So don't feel that some government will come and they will make the rules and then there will be some correction measures and our institute will start. What I am doing, that is more important. I think with this particular request, and you can always ask even what Adarshpal is doing. So that is important. It's not that only being awareness is important, action is also important, and action from my side, not from we side. We side means we feel that others will do the correction part and what to me. So that me too sometime message is there. So me too in term of correction or remediation of the environment, that is important. So I think this is the topic of my talk. Again, the management and what is relevant to India or Swachh Bharat, that is more important. So I start with this particular slide. So, you know, the one of the oldest civilization, the Indus Valley of the world, and we have given a rich cultural heritage to whole of the world. And we have never invaded any country with the message of universal brotherhood. Sarbadda Pala. And from all corner of India, one message has gone to the world that we are all brothers and sisters of the whole world. Vasudev Kutumbakam. So this message you should always keep in mind. That is the you can say contribution of the India, the ancient India, and even today we have never invaded any country. So now you should feel proud of all your belongings, all your culture, all your history, all your heritage. But anyhow, there are again so many things which I will have to correct at my end. That is important. So capital and population and states and cities, about 4,000 cities we are having. Earlier, India was known as a country of villages. And but you see the percentage now it has decreased. I think it was around 85% during independence, but now the rural population is about 67% and urban. So because we are feeling that urbanization and industrialization and this making of cities are the signs of development, I think, which is also one kind of wrong perception. So now even those big cities which are more than millions of population, there are Mumbai, and there are 8 cities, 2 cities, Mumbai and Delhi are more than 10 million, even Kolkata I suppose, and 8 cities are having more than 4 millions and 46 having more than 1 million population. So this is the a kind of data which I think you must remember. And on other side, we are known for our heritage. So I am only focusing my city, Amritsar, where I am living, and you are always fascinated to come here because Amritsar means the pond of nectar. Amrit ka Sarovar, this golden temple, then sacrifice Jallianwala Bagh, then Indo-Pak border, and then our university. So many cities are like this. But what we have made to these cities, that is also to be understood. So if you see from the world point of view, so Delhi is at the third position on the population wise, and Mumbai is at the 7th position, and even Kolkata is at the 20th position. So out of the 20 cities of the world, of the highly populated, we are 3 out of that. So you can feel in one sense as a proud, but once you see the other aspect of these cities, you will have to understand. And you are familiar with the definition of the waste. I think so many have been हाँ जी, ठीक है जी, चल रहा है, ठीक चल रहा है, ओके।
जी सर।
हाँ जी, एनीथिंग गोइंग गुड और कुछ, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बैठे ऐसे लग रहा है यू आर स्पीकिंग अलोन, एवरीबॉडी इज लिसनिंग।
Yes,
हेलो,
yes sir, yes sir.
ठीक 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 ठीक, एनी हाउ यू,
Yes, sir.
even I feel want to be encouraged in between. So what is a definition of WHO? So you, any substance or object arising from human or animal activities that has to be discarded or unwanted. You see, humans or activities, even animal you leave, those activities are generating waste. If I want to ask you a question, is nature making anything waste? Or any, this word is this the meaning WASTE, waste or garbage or all kind of this thing is man-made, I want to say. No nature, no environment has given you anything which is waste. So what is my definition? Nothing is waste in the world, everything is rather resource. So I, as a human, and my activities, when we discard anything, then we generate waste. Otherwise, nothing is waste in the world, everything is. This is very important. It is our activities, it is my perception that I am throwing and I am keeping the things in dustbin, and there was no such dustbins available in nature. So humans have created this thing. And human means, when I say human, it means I should reflect on myself that I am the part of this particular activity. So anyhow, knowingly or unknowingly, I don't want to use this word waste, but still, because to understand, or there is a technical term, so we have, I will be using this particular word. So again, if you want to see the trend and projection, so from 47 to 2047, about 100 years. So Delhi landfill areas, you see, it was 3% and down to 66 acres, not percentage, it's acre. Mumbai 3 acre was there, now it is 140 acre of land you are using to dump your waste. In Chennai it was 2 acre only, now you are using 465 acre. So how much 5 cities are generating? This is up, you can note it from the point of angle of knowing the data statistics. But I wish to know what is the contribution of these cities. What is, who has made these waste? Humans. Even, and I, when I say human, I feel others has made it this country. I am contributing towards the production of the waste. So those cities, municipal solid waste generation, million tons per year has risen to so much height. So again, if you see million tons per annum from 1947, then 97, few years back, then 2000. So this graph, you can see it is increasing, and about 100 million tons of waste from one data, it is even sometime it is more than 100. And if you go to 2047, it will reach 300 million tons. If the trend remains same, if we will not correct myself or ourselves. Again, a kind of statement by a Minister of Environment at that time, 62 million tons of waste is generated annually in our country. And plastic waste and biomedical waste and hazardous waste and e-waste, all including, it is 62 million tons or 100 million ton, whatever is the data. And only 22 or 28%, maybe one third you can say, is processed and treated. But even I feel that that treatment is not required. The waste generation itself is the problem. So why to treat? I again emphasize the everything is a resource. Why we are generating that much of waste? Why? I think my topic was waste management. I think it should, I will correct it later on. It should be not waste generation, no waste generation. That should be the spirit. Because 100 million tons. So these are the all data from different sources, but we are on following the increasing trend. So just take a sample of our state, the Punjab, the municipal solid waste. Municipal solid waste means cities. Uh, I am always comparing urban and cities. You see in this Ludhiana, and so many of you may be familiar with Ludhiana. It is called as Manchester of India because of the hosiery industry and all those kind of things. Duke and big brands are even we are using it, and Monte Carlo and Oswald all. So that is a good part. But where they are dumping their waste, and one third again, you can say 30% of total Punjab waste is generated by one single city. And the same will be in your states also, in your cities also. And Amritsar 15%, Jalandhar 12%, Patiala. So we have four big cities of Punjab. And if you combine them and rest of the Punjab, 64% is contributed by these four cities. So you can imagine the other role of the cities. You are always looking the fascination of big buildings, fascination of the big cities and metropolitan, and I am living in that. Rent is much more, the facilities are much more in the cities. Just see the generation of waste in these cities and mind it again and again. I am also the part of this particular waste generation. So per person per day, about this much waste is generated. So now, when you say generation broadly, then we also have to understand why or what kind of categories are there. So there is an annual increase of 5%. It means I have shown you earlier, it is always increasing. There is no such kind that we have stopped generating waste or we have decreased in that sense. So even categories are increasing. That's why the waste generation is increasing. Earlier, there was, I think, no waste from the households. And there was no waste in even cities or villages. They were all recycling, reusing. You know the examples. I think the books of the elder brother, the clothes of the elder brother and sister, they were being used by the juniors or the younger ones. But nowadays you feel ashamed of all this kind of thing. You try to throw the things out and you try to keep more waste bins in your house and you feel proud. I think if you go back and back, nothing was waste. Even whatever you are doing in your kitchen, and they were all recycled, reused, or even clothes, they were reused for various purposes. They were not thrown out. So this kind of culture we have, I will discuss it. So hospital and biomedical waste. The hospitals were meant to treat the diseases, but their waste is generating more diseases. What is the, I think, purpose of making so many nursing homes and hosts? Industry should be there. No how doubt, without industry we cannot survive, but not at the cost of waste generation, not at the cost of pollution of the water bodies and this land. Then commercial activities, trade, even agriculture. Nothing was waste in agriculture few years back, but now burning and throwing and all kind of things. Construction, furniture, you need all these things, but again waste. Electronic is another one. Hazardous and toxic waste, this nuclear waste, so many things. You will, I think you sit and just try to think new categories will be there in your mind. All. Then what to say about plastic, polythene, thermocol, a new kind of a comfortable life, but new kind of waste, then nuclear waste, and many more waste are there. I will be discussing, I think, in another lecture as well. So all are being generated, and more than 60% out of this is decomposable waste. Then the question arises why? I think maybe earlier uh, resource person may have discussed with you, or you may be knowing all these things. But just think why. Because we have adopted others' culture. What was the culture from Western countries? Use and throw culture. you just sit with your grandparents and just talk them, they will never try to say this use and throw. And what we have forgot that recycling, reuse culture. I have given the example in every home. And similarly, this thing from home, it was reflected in your workplace. It was reflected in your industry. Everything was reused, recycled. We have just forgotten. I think this particular thing is very, very important. So that's why my principle of saying that nothing is waste, everything is resource. It depends on your culture. It depends on your habit. It depends on your activities, day-to-day activities. So that's why I feel that what is my responsibility? Why I will generate this? Why you should always ask a question to me that I will never throw anything. I will never generate waste. Rather, I will try to minimize, reduce, reuse, recycle wherever I am. So then disposable items, thermocol, plastic, you are very familiar. And why we are using? You use it that others are also using. That's why I am also using. And they are easily available. They are comfortable. It means you are making yourself comfortable, easy at the cost of destruction of environment, at the cost of destruction. So more activity, more development, and more waste generation. This has been linked, which should not be. I am not against that activity and development, but this should not be linked with the waste generation. You should minimize, you should reduce it. Now we are talking of zero waste technology, but that is the need. But why we have generated so much waste? So your habit, attitude, and one important aspect of waste, if it is there, is very important is segregation. I will discuss. So Indian average is 600 gram per capita per day. If you are doing it or not doing it, sometimes you can feel no, I am very obedient and I am very disciplined kind of thing. But per day per person, waste generation is about 600. It's more than the average of so many countries, and this is the average of the world. So you can see how much humans they are generating waste per day. So in a municipal solid waste, you see the red ones. What is the red ones? It means these are all not to be put into the waste. Vegetables, leaves, I have been telling you agriculture and households. So they were reused, recycled. And all this red portion, which is about 60%, is decomposable. It is easily usable as a manure. It is required in the land. It is required for the fertility, but we are putting it into the dustbin. We are not uh, using it or recycling or reusing. Other plastic has to be managed, glass and has to be recycled, metals has to be recycled. But ultimately, we are all mixing it, not segregating. I think you are familiar. So again, this is a disposable of a town. Maybe you think of your town. Again, in cities, there were only houses earlier, then more shopping complexes, then more offices, more construction are going on, then hotels and dhabas, grain markets. All cities have grain market, and you feel very happy that our city is having grain market, and we are very much getting vegetables from there. Just go at around 10 or 11 in these markets. All vegetables are thrown there. There is a water and those mud is there, the animals are there, and all waste is going to the sewerage with the vegetable, which need to be fed to the animals. But they are dumping it here, they are throwing it there. Street sweeping, all your houses, they throw waste in the street. Garden trash, even garden are not recycling, they are throwing the waste in different. Hospitals, I have told you, industry. So all these, this umbrella is becoming more and more in cities. And then there are so many activities are there, but you need to do recycling, vermicomposting, reuse, then the green line will be better technology, but we are dumping it into the dump yards. So this is the scene of the city, and there are more pictures. And if you are generating waste, now again there should not be waste, but if you are generating waste, the first important aspect of or technical aspect is segregation. So which we are never doing, not doing at any stage. I think I will be happy if you share such good practices with me. Not done at the source. You see these kind of pictures in your cities. Everything is mixed because you feel that this dustbin has been given to us and we wish to throw more and more in that. Okay, and then from dustbin it goes to the lands and open lands and it is spoiling the nature. No city in India can claim 100% segregation of waste. Maybe in some activities it's good start. So any open space invariably becomes dumping ground. Naturally, you have to throw it out from your home. That is that you feel proud that we are having dustbin and we are throwing it out. But it is not a management. It is not a segregation. Even first part is not taken care. Even if bins are there, they are lying empty and waste is thrown outside. And it is also because of the more generation of waste and the less capacity of the bins. And then there are dogs and other things and animals which they want to take. If you directly give them, I think this you will not be putting the waste in those. I think these pictures I am just showing, or you are familiar, or you just pass it from these kind of things. You feel that this is a government responsibility. Government, our corporation is not good. Our city is not managing all this. You once you feel that I am also the part of the city. I am also the part of my home. Why I am generating waste? What activity I am doing and generating? This is all urban cities features or pictures you can see. So then, without segregation, we are dumping, we are mixing, and then we have generated another population of rag pickers. They then came and then they segregate for recycling and reuse. So what is the fun, I think? इतने पढ़े लिखे समझदार हम अपने आप को मानते हैं, पहले हम खुद ही जो चीज चाहिए उसको मिक्स फेंक रहे हैं और दूसरे उसको इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं. And we have been generated this rag pickers kind of population, and even rag pickers have been the young kids, not the adult one. Even the younger, the children, they are put into this business, and you just see all kinds are carrying responsibility on their all kids. Sorry, and there is a beautiful poem kya, you can just see the difference. Some kids are going for with the bags and other kids they are going with the bag of garbage. This is the bag of books and they are barefooted and they are having shoes. So just compare what we are giving to our next generation. And why I am emphasizing, even I am responsible for creating this population of rag pickers and this child labor or child rag pickers. And then so many deaths of children are coming every year. So now I am shifting little towards your attention towards certain issues which I think sometimes we share on social media, and again we feel proud of our country and our people. And I think everybody is familiar with this particular film, Slumdog Millionaire. And you feel proud that this much, how many, I think 8 Oscars have been won by this Indian film. So I think, but just see on which theme it has been made and why it has been made only in India. Why not other countries are there which, and you see those, I think everybody knows the story, and those rag pickers which I am responsible for making these new kind of population in our country. And Dharavi, the area where they are living, then there are more than 6,000 in Mumbai. So I think you should see both the aspects. Only feeling proud that this film has earned the Oscars. You just see why my country is making this kind of. There are so many other good thoughts. You can make films on the culture of India, on the heritage of India, on the contribution of India to the world, the peace which Indian has given. So I think that's why I have given this slide. Then you see these slides, which you see on social media, and you sometimes laugh and you feel that why we are every in India, the education is responsible. There are no education. Our children, even rag pickers, they are not educated. That's why they are doing this kind of thing. So you see, least educates are cleaning the city. They are cleaning our city, and the educated, they are the spoiling us. I'm not pointing to anyone. That's why I am emphasizing my responsibility. If Adarshpal is doing this thing, that is my fault. Okay, if Adarshpal is throwing the bags in the rivers and other thing, so you can see even we are doing. We can laugh on these pictures, but uh, see from your side. This is another pictures. I think you see and feel happy in that in the end. But we are why I am doing all this thing or why this are related to our country. So as I was discussing the state, now I'm discussing. I wish to discuss my city as well, Amritsar, which I have shown as a uh, nectar pond of nectar, Amritsar. So what was happening in this city? I think from 2009 or onward, there was a planning to make waste uh, management plan or like that this facility technological. So and the site was earlier selected, and you see the selection of site is there. On one side, this is waste dump. On other side is a grain market, and still nothing is being done. This is the selection criteria, and all corporation or all person they are involved, and then still nothing has been done in. Why I am referring my city, because the same will live in your cities also. And then I thought that there is disasters. We can say that there are natural disasters. So these kind of things are man-made disasters. If we are selecting on one side it is grain market and other side it is dump, only one road is going through in between. And you see how the tractors full of wheat and all they are crossing through these landfills. So what is the this is not the planning of the city. Then this has what is the another point? No one is decreasing the waste or finishing the waste. Rather, they are making a wall around that. Like you feel that the waste is uh, separated, but it is not separated from the environment. So just making a wall, you cannot remove your problem. And so much fund, 1 crore or 2 crore has been given for this. Then machinery is there, but still waste is coming. And the same position is in Delhi or in other areas. And then due to certain more political issues, there come strikes, and those workers they are not picking the garbage, and the garbage is continuously coming. And then there are this kind of this piles are there always. Normally, even they are there. So even in Amritsar, there was a strike, and in 2014, I suppose, this kind of condition. So then, what choice is left with the worker? Sometimes we blame them. The worker is not there. He is not picking the waste. Where he will throw, either on the dump he will throw, or in to avoid it easily, or even they are burning it. So that is more dangerous than dumping the waste. In order to avoid from your sites, either you throw it out or you burn it. So burning means you are spoiling the environment more. Earlier land was only spoiled, now the air and other atmosphere is also spoiled, because burning means they will produce the toxic gases. Those Safai Karamchari, and they will even burning of garbage of all kinds, including plastic, thermocol, will be burned in that unscientifically to avoid collection and proper disposal. And this will increase more pollution to the environment. And then you see the NASA image. Smoke from the fire which broke out on 28th January 2016 at Deonar dumping ground in Mumbai. I think some participants may be from different cities, and you can see the burning. Then even in dumps, they are burning on site as well as in the dumps, and even in the those hilly areas where we go for travel and tourism and improve the tourism, and we are just throwing and burning the garbage. And it is this Deonar is India's oldest and largest dumping ground in 1927. And as on December 2014, the waste had reached the height of 18-story tower. So there are two issues: garbage, then these mountains of garbage, then burning of garbage, and then how much land and environment we are polluting. So this is the scene of the big cities, which I think we seldom see. We only see the big buildings and other things, and we feel that we have thrown the waste and it is out of it. Then comes the Delhi, the capital city, which generate about 10 metric ton day, and it we are calling it as ticking garbage bomb. You can call it, you can give it so adjectives to this waste. Delhi has three landfills: Gazipur, Okhla, and Bhalsawa. And Gazipur landfill site is on the East Delhi. It is on across 17 acres and contains about 12 million tons of waste. And it is tall as 50 feet. Okay. So it was planned only to manage some waste. And it is said that Gazipur dumping yard, which is spread over 70 acres, is touching the height of the this Qutub Minar. Only 8-meter difference is left with the height of it. And they are on the Delhi Meerut highway, and 60 to 65 meter close to the height of Qutub Minar. And there were so many accidents and all things going on. And sometimes you feel it is a mountain, but it is a mountain of garbage. So dumping, burning, mountains, and then comes the food wastage. God has given you agriculture, food, but after eating 1.3 billion tons of food is wasted. This is the data. Up to 40% of food produced in India is wasted, and still we feel that we are hungry. Why we are throwing? Why I am throwing? Why I am not eating my? Earlier again in houses when you were eating, your mothers, grandmothers, they were saying clean the whole plate. If you will not clean, you आपको पाप लगेगा, वो ऐसा बोलते हैं. यदि आप खाना प्लेट में छोड़ोगे तो आपको पाप लगेगा. And now we feel privileged. We went to hotels and feel that no, we have enough money, no problem, just throw it. I cannot fill my stomach. But and the other message of India is that उतना ही डालो थाली में जितनी जरूरत है. We are filling the, when you see the functions where we are, and the still hungry people are there, and now hotels, they are putting how much waste is generated every day. Some good things are going on, but then even you say no problem, you are throwing the waste. You see, this waste is not taking, you're not converting into manure. No doubt paper can be converted into 30 days. Organic vegetables, a week or two, you can convert it into manure. Cotton, wooden items, or other things you can, they will not be degraded, like tin, metals, and even plastic bags. 1 million, they are non-biodegradable. Everything you are knowing. But we are all mixing them. We are not using them. And glass bottles, they are not able to be degraded because you are mixing it. So then electronic waste. So you feel proud that everyone in India is having mobile, rather more than one mobile. Earlier, the position was of one mobile. We rank 5th among the e-waste producing countries. Health and safety of the workers. On the other side, and dumping of all the electronic items, there is need to do, and this is the market in China, I think, but now these markets are also available in India, and these so many cities are producing this e-waste tons per year. Mumbai and Delhi and then Bangalore and all small or big cities they are producing. And then you say there is also recycling. There is a rag pickers or kabdi wala, they take, but that is not a scientific kind of recycling. Unscientific, that is more dangerous. This is not recycling. So they just to get money like earlier rag pickers or some amount of money or just earning their livelihood daily. So they burn it, they take certain kind of metals of this silica or other things or copper, and they extract, and all the fumes, all the toxics they are inhaling, and their life expectancy goes down and down. And I think these are unorganized, unscientific. Recycling is also matter of concern. Uh, then you see there are international press or international professors. They are sometimes coming to India. One name is Doron, other is Jeffrey. What they have written: garbage, a ticking time bomb in India, will have disastrous consequences if not checked, say the researchers. So this is one book published by the foreigners. These are the two authors. Garbage and growth in India. Waste of a nation. I think you see the title. You should not feel that other countries are also producing waste, but you should think of your responsibility, my country. As I told you, one particular aspect is no waste generation or zero waste generation. And that can only be done if you do the proper management. So first thing is no waste or reduce, lowering the amount. That is very, very important. Then it can be done by reuse, using the materials and the recycling. And I think we are all familiar with processes, but just to have an easy lifestyle, we are all putting it into a dustbin. And then it goes to the landfill. And rather, something can go to the landfill where it can be properly managed, but there are open landfills. And then technologies are there, which you are, I think, studying in this particular course. Segregation is very, very important. First step. Again, you feel that our municipal corporation, our government should establish waste management plants. And I am telling you the case of the Amritsar. The money is there, the amount is there, but nothing has started. Maybe in your cities also. So you can go for biological treatment, vermicomposting, normal composting, biogasification. You can go for energy release from the burning should be there, burning under controlled condition to get energy in the form of methane or other things. Then landfill, if you have to do that, has to be done scientifically. And then recycling is there. So all the things I think you are knowing or you are learning in this particular course, but have to be understood and have to be implemented. Okay, so this is the way of landfilling. I think scientific landfilling, you might have listened some lectures. So that should be there. A condition, there should be sealing. You can dump the garbage there, then you can do the sealing, then you can have the wells, and it should not mix with the underground water and other earth. And slowly it will always convert into the manure. So this way, you can even earn carbon credits. I think only few cities are doing this thing, only at the few points, not the whole garbage is being covered. So that waste compactation and soil covering process, and then this can be used as a greenery project, but it is used. And again, sometimes the question is there should be proper laws to maintain all these things. I can show you 3, 4, 10 slides. I think there are so many laws, right from our constitution, Environment Protection Law of 1986, all kind of hazardous, municipal solid waste, biomedical, recycling, plastic, and even state laws, and all those laws are there. And recently this solid waste management 2020 rules are there. यहाँ पे 16 के बने हुए हैं, but anyhow. So there is no dearth of laws, and I think you are familiar with NGT, National Green Tribunal is there to listen to, but implementation has to be done by the humans. When I say human, then I say me. I am responsible for implementation. There is a ban on burning by NGT of rupees 5,000. But you go in the morning, on every hook and corner of the city, the gardening waste and the other waste is being burned. Even we at our backyard of the home, even in our colonies, I just go and try to with the folded hand. No, 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 nothing will happen. कोई नहीं, इसको burn कर दो, इससे अच्छा हो जाए, ये फैलेगा नहीं. So then, I am not here to only make you say feared about all these kind of things, but something good is also happening. We are moving towards clean India. We have started something, maybe late or whatever stage. और जैसे कहते हैं भी, जब भी शुरू करो शाम का बूला घर आ जाए तो that is not bad. So there is a construction and processing plant in Delhi, in Buradi, and its capacity is 500 tons per day. You may be knowing much more about these plants, and certain good companies and government, they are helping. And this is the recycling of the construction and demolition waste. So they are recycling and it can be easily used. But normally we are mixing that construction and waste into your municipal solid waste. That is not required. And there are certain small companies. Fabric from plastic is being made. Liquid gold is being made by reusing the wastewater. Then green power is being generated from the solid. Cleaning e-waste land is there. In these are the certain companies. Then Namo e-waste management companies are there. But all these are very, very less activities. But we should appreciate whosoever is doing, or such companies, maybe in Startup India or other things. These Then there are certain good bioreactor plants or vermicomposting plants and windrow method. But I always emphasize that these cannot be done at large scale. These plants should be at very, very small scale and localized and at different places of the cities or the villages, so that it can be easily operated locally, and that's why this
Dr. Adarsh sir, you are not audible. But dear participants, there is a technical problem due to the disconnected internet.
Please bear with us.
Please bear with us. Reconnected.
There is, it seems there is some technical fault. We are waiting from Dr. Vid to again call us. We suppose he is trying at his level best. Please bear with us.
Welcome back, sir.
Some mic on.
Sir, please unmute your mic. Adarsh sir, please unmute your mic. Dr. Adarsh sir, please unmute your mic, sir. Okay.
They were shifting.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Hanji, I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So sorry for interruption, but this is the part of this particular technology. I will share again. Okay, okay, है ना?
Right, sir.
कौन सी slide थी? Just tell me. कहाँ पे? Let me. Where was the break? This one or some earlier?
2 or 3 slides later, you told us about e-waste rank of India, sir.
E-waste वाले में खत्म हो गया था.
उसके बाद सर, उसके बाद सर.
रिसाइकलिंग वाला पार्ट सर.
Recycling.
आफ्टर 42 और 43.
जी, रिसाइकलिंग.
हेलो.
जी सर.
रिसाइकलिंग पे सर.
हाँ, चलो. E-waste recycling, I was telling you that how unscientifically this was being done, and there is a lot of issues related to the.
Yes sir. फिर प्रॉब्लम आ रही.
The health of those rags. What they wrote, waste of a nation, and garbage a ticking time bomb in India. So you can just imagine what picture we are giving for our country. यहाँ से ठीक है जी? ओके. अब
यस सर.
हाँ जी ठीक है ना. ये नहीं हुआ था ना शायद.
जी सर.
नहीं कंप्लीट हो गया था.
सही हो गया था.
So then there are, and there is a issue that you can make composting. Biological methods are there, thermal methods are there, then landfill should be there, recycling should be there. So all management practices we are familiar. I am now going towards the management part. We have discussed earlier the issues, problems, and what are the responsibilities of mine. But then there are systems are there. You cannot say that there is no system. If you compare with the foreign countries, if they are generating waste, they are also managing. They are doing it in a scientific manner. But here, open landfills, and this is the scientific way of closing the landfill. This, if you are doing it, then it's okay. So then you will get this kind of picture. Ultimately, you will earn carbon credits. You will get greenery out of this, and proper segregation, proper separation, and proper management of this. And sometimes we say there are no legal remedies. There is no legal setup. And there are so many rules in India. Don't say rules are not there, but who is following? Who is implementing? there is a full NGT, National Green Tribunal, taking care of the rules of environment. So these solid waste, biomedical waste, plastic waste, I think all new rules have been there. 2020 rules are there. So now some good practices I will discuss with you. This one recycling plant, construction and demolition processing plant is developed in Delhi in Buradi. So they are managing the construction waste and recycling and reusing that waste. So then there are certain small companies, fabric from plastic, liquid gold, green power, cleaning e-waste land, Namo e-waste management means scientifically management, proper management with taking all years. But that is are very small scale. The initiative to get energy and compost from the these dumping sites or from the garbage is there, and these few initiatives are very good. And even my suggestion is that you should have small remedial technologies, not at the large scale. Large scale cannot be managed. So small scale green initiatives or certain processes where you minimize your waste, or if the waste is there, that can be recycled or reused. So this is the story of Punjab. They plan only 8 clusters to have the waste management plants through government in big cities, but till today no such plant is existing. Money is there, amount is there, tenders have been there, so many things are there. Newses are there that from 2011, then 14, and that there are so many meetings. Okay, this may be happening in your states also. And there are more small countries who those are managing waste management mandates. But you see, our big country and only small waste management plants are there, and they are also new ones. And whether they are working and how much they are managing. So, but anyhow, this is a good initiative. We must appreciate, we must see them, and we must contribute to build these kind of things. So then a mission known as Swachh Bharat Mission was launched. Rather, it was the feeling of Gandhiji, who always believe in clean India, and his his famous thought that Earth is here for everybody's need, but not for anybody's greed. That is very important. But you have to, I have to implement, not you or me. I have to implement. Okay, so that kind of mission, I think they are doing some good work. So that's why uh, those conditions are at the starting stage. Then out of this, there is a kind of competition of selecting good cities. And Mysore in the first ranking was number 1, and then these are the cities of Punjab, Chandigarh at 21. We call it as a beautiful city. But then Indore came in 2018. I think in 20 also Indore is the cleanest city. So this is a kind of comparative, Bhopal and Chandigarh. So this particular initiative of Swachh Bharat, I think, has given something. I cannot say whole the issues are being solved, but a direction has been taken towards the cleaning of India, and still we can be the part of this. We can contribute and do at local level, at our city level. So then we are teaching in different institutions, colleges. Then because you have to start from your home, you should not think of the whole world first. First, try to start at individual level. That is important. So if I will say, I think you can see this famous personality, compost अपनाओ, farm house में हरियाली लाओ, college में compost बनेगा, देश स्वच्छ बनेगा. So these good messages not should only be for visibility. आप सिर्फ इसको देखो नहीं, इसको करना भी पड़ेगा. हो सकता है मेरे मैसेज में आप नहीं जाओ, तो ये अमिताभ बच्चन के मैसेज को आप समझो. And you must start making recycling, reusing and compost at your institute, at your home, at your garden, at your colony, at your local level. So that is my message, my request rather to you. and you will always ask, if you have been giving this detailed lecture and you are telling so many problems, what you are doing. I, with again folded hand, want to tell you that I am managing or using this biological methods of vermicomposting, and I am not delivering that particular lecture here. Otherwise, that lecture is again with me. You want to learn this technology, you want to implement that technology. It is not rather technology, it is only a kind of process, vermicomposting, and there is a big power of these earthworms. They are nature's best fertilizers. They are farmers' friend. I think if you are knowing all these things, so right for 10 or 20 years, we have been producing this kind of thing. Then you can go for biogas. And I am doing all this thing in a matter of awareness, as a matter of establishment, as a matter of training to anybody. If any one of you want to get training, want to be familiar with this technology, my phone number is with you, my email is with you. You are most welcome, and I will be happy to deliver this particular training sessions to anybody. Rather, we will establish, rather we will gift some earthworms to you to start this particular thing. And this vermicomposting and waste management, you can do it any place, even in your room, in your lab, in your institution, in your home, anywhere you can start at the small level and you can go to the commercial level. So this is my request and this is my contribution. I have just shown this particular slide. And something about my research, I have told you we are using earthworms and cattle dung, and then that vermicompost is as the one of the world's best fertilizer. So extension and training, we are mixing those waste with the cattle dung, then earthworms are there, and then we are producing good manure out of these. Even industrial waste, so many industries we have worked, and we have been making this kind of, this is a research angle. One angle is only normal waste or cattle dung and that good manure you can make, and this is a kind of research activity where you have to be little more technical, and then you can use those earthworms. So these are some highlights of that particular research. And I think if we as a human are not correcting ourselves, we can have message from the animals. These earthworms, these birds, these other creatures of the world or other things, they are not generating waste always. They are rather managing waste. So this is ultimately uh, depend upon your personal thinking, your individual responsibility, that what I could contribute, what I could start, what I should do. We should not, I think there are certain pledges and so many things or so many programs going on. But if I will not change myself, if I will not contribute towards managing my environment or my green initiative, nobody else will do. So this is my request, this is my message. And then there are so many good things told by so many scientists about India. I started with India and now ending. India is that who taught us how to count, said by the Albert Einstein. India is the cradle of the human race. It is the most artistic material in the history of man, are treasured up in India only. And what we have turned India as a nation of waste. I think if you will keep this in mind, as well as keep my responsibility, what is my responsibility, how much I should contribute, I think then the purpose of attending this particular course and then being teacher, we are always a kind of role model for the students. So I think it becomes again begin with my responsibility. So thank you very much. I will not take much time. I think already so much have been said, and because this is one way kind of interaction. But anyhow, maybe in the future, and as I was telling you, you are most welcome. I can put the first slide so that you can note down my number and mobile number, and you can always, I think, I will be happy to share my knowledge. Thank you very much. Anybody, anything you want to ask or you want to share? Slides are in.
Yes, yes, sir. Right, sir. Right, sir. Slide is visible, sir.
Okay, okay.
And sir, there are some queries in the chat box. Shall we discuss now?
अब मैं देख नहीं सका, बताइए भैया। श्योर श्योर श्योर, मैं देख रहा हूँ।
जी sir. There is some
वहाँ
something like
वहाँ से करेंगे कि ये बोलेंगे?
मैं बोल देता हूँ सर, मैं बोल देता हूँ.
Navneet Singh ji, sir, you are explaining bioreactor and windrow method. Okay, presently that needs to be a separate lecture for that if you want to learn vermitechnology. But I was told that vermitechnology will be shared by someone else, so that's why I have not only touched that technology. And again, my number is there, and if you want to, I think, discuss or you want to share, you are most welcome. Then क्या था और चला गया पीछे। हाँ जी,
Sir,
गुरदीप सिंह बग्गा।
जी.
हाँ जी, श्योर बोलिए।
नहीं, मैं क्वेरी ले रहा था, आप ले लीजिए सर, आप प्लीज. हाँ जी.
अच्छा, आप ले रहे हैं, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, ठीक है जी, बोलो।
जी सर, जी सर. Sir, Gurdeep Singh Bagga ji is explaining to Mr. Mitan Das that because he is asking that I don't understand process of yunk into compost. Mr. Mitan Das is asking.
क्या पूछ रहे हैं जी?
The process of junk into compost.
Junk into compost, but that needs to be another lecture.
Right, sir.
That needs to be other proper lecture. That's why I have skipped my technological process or vermicomposting. I have just mentioned it. That need to be understood. That need to be practiced. Rather, unless you are not doing it, sometimes there are certain kind of blames that this vermicomposting is not good. This is very good, but you need to get training. You need to know how the earthworm will live, how the earthworm will convert the waste into manure. So there needs to be separate lecture.
Right, sir. Sir, there is another query from Mr. Gurdeep Singh Bagga, sir. Are not we polluting the environment while utilizing solid waste for generating the power? As while generating electricity, I believe solid waste is used as a fuel for creating lots of gases to run turbines. So in that way, he's asking.
These are then exhausted into the environment.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I was just discussing all the alternatives available because I have not worked on that particular alternatives, but that's why I'm telling you, you should not generate waste. So my emphasis is that waste should not be there, but even if you have made these mountains of waste, what to do then? So either go for a generation of this electricity, you have to reduce this kind of waste. So these are only various alternatives available. Their pros and cons may be studied separately. So I am not saying that there may not be, but anyhow, you have to reduce a kind of more danger to less danger kind of thing. So that is that's the point.
And sir, further, Professor Sheetal Mittal is saying that, sir, I want to start this vermicompost plant and need your guidance.
Sure, anytime. You note my number and from where she is.
Shall
कोई बात नहीं. Then anytime.
Sheetal,
Hello,
please.
good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I am from Ghaziabad and I am working in an engineering institute, sir.
So,
And I am very keenly wish to start this work.
Sure. I went to that CPWD
Yes, sir.
institution. वो आपके पास ही है कहीं वहाँ पे ना?
सर वो दिल्ली में है.
नहीं, वो गाजियाबाद में जो ये इनका है, अर्बन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्बन क्या है, इनका ट्रेनिंग सेंटर है. पता नहीं नेहरू स्लाइड डालेगी.
Yes, sir. Nehru.
I have trained those and I have established vermicomposting there as well. I'm just telling you. But anyhow, you plan when the things are open at your institute. You are in where you are working?
Sir, I am working in an engineering college, KIET group of institutions. It is in Muradnagar near Ghaziabad.
Sure. I can come. It is up to you how you manage, because this is a kind of practical training, or you come to me as here.
Okay, sir.
Or anything you want to ask by phone or mail, I will be happy to answer.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Thank you so much.
And sir, further, Mr. Mitan Das ji is asking that what is slaughterhouse?
Slaughterhouses are the facilities at various corporation where you cut those animals for meat shop, and rather if you cut or say kind of permission is given, or they check those animals, and I think in every big corporation there are slaughterhouses. But again, whether they are following all rules, whether they are managing the slaughter waste there, that is impossible kind of thing. I have not seen in Amritsar. I have visited some slaughterhouse, and that is another kind of waste which is being dumped with them. So that they have been proposed in a very technical manner, but practically the things are not being followed there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, next question is from Mr. Kamalakar Nandkar. He is asking that is Burmi technology useful for reduction of plastic waste?
हाँ, वो मैं शाम को जो मेरा लेक्चर होगा उसमें बताऊंगा.
जी
There
जी
are certain biological methods. वो वही है शाम वाला लेक्चर.
जी सर.
There are certain things which can be taken care of. उसमें कुछ आएगा बाद, let's see. But not at a matter of, ये भी एक समस्या है. हम पहले एक तरह का वेस्ट बनाते हैं, फिर कहते हैं भी उसको मतलब मैनेज हो जाएगा बायोलॉजिकली. इट्स नॉट
Right, sir.
पॉसिबल. इट कैन ओनली कंट्रीब्यूट इन लिटिल मैनेजिंग ऑफ दैट वेस्ट. Otherwise, totally it is difficult. That on one side you are generating and on the other side you are managing it. It will not be. You first you have to reduce at every level. Thank you. आगे आगे.
Sir, जी sir. Next question is from Mr. Professor Tapas Kumar D. In India, what is the present status of entrepreneurship scope in the waste management?
बड़ा है जी. आपने पहाड़ देख लिए इतने इतने बड़े. So those mountain has to be reduced. You go and find certain. I was thinking in my mind. It is a kind of suggestion coming in my mind that earthworms, they can degrade these waste. So I was thinking that why not they are generating earthworms and putting lot of population of earthworms on these mountains, so that something can be taken care in a eco-friendly manner, because earthworm will not harm anything, rather they will manage slowly and slowly. So these kind of entrepreneurs should come out and has to be taken care. कम करना है, कैसे करना है? There are two things. More should not be there. Whatever is there has to be decreased. So you think and you come out with the technologies or other eco-friendly technologies. बहुत scope है. I want to say there is a lot of scope, but you have to implement, because you have to go to the corporation, you have to discuss with them, and even I am trying at my level.
Okay, sir. So next question is from Professor Gitu Yoka. What is the scope of anaerobic digestion in management of solid waste?
Yeah, this is also one of the technology where we call it as normal composting. Normal composting is a kind of dumping. This vermicomposting is a kind of open, where it is aerobic, that is anaerobic. In anaerobic, the little methodology is different, but manure production is there. There is also moisture involvement is there. Again, you have to do it. The processes, the procedures, the biological system, the nature has given you each and everything to manage. But if we are not following them, we are not maintaining those natural laws, I think then nobody will come. Instead of doing composting in gardens, in villages, in there, we are just throwing it in the open land or in the even in the water drains. पहले तो पानी वाला जाता था ना, मतलब untreated water was put into the natural drain. Now the solid waste is being dumped into those. So this is very dangerous. So those processes there, but vermicomposting is better than anaerobic.
Okay, sir. Sir, next question is related to the vermicomposting by Professor Sunal Bugra. Which type of worms should be used in vermicomposting?
Escherichia foetida. If you are familiar with vermicomposting, the best worms, or these are the only worm rather available, because vermicomposting is in vitro kind of thing. Otherwise, there are 500 species of earthworm which are in the natural system, which are there in the earth. But because of use of chemicals, pesticides, they are not available in these fields, agriculture fields now. They are available otherwise. So that's why vermicomposting has to be done. So that for that the worms you need to take the Icenia foetida or red worms that is easily available. So if you want to again the same thing, if you want to take my help, so I can come and guide you regarding the worms.
Okay, sir. Sir, next question is from Professor Firdaus Khan. He's asking that, according to you, sir, what should be the proper way to recycle the solid waste?
बता दो दिए.
जी sir.
So many biological methods is which I am practicing. Then energy you get from you can make energy or gases as discussed, but you need to put a kind of eco-friendly technology in that. And landfill itself is a scientific matter, but you have to make a proper scientific landfill where you can dump and then you can cover it with more soil, and then it will make a kind of more fertile land later on, and then you shift those landfill to the other area. So that has to be done, but we are dumping at one place only and making mountains. That is wrong.
Okay, sir. Next question is the from Geto Joka. I have an old unused concrete lined well of about 1 meter diameter and 1.5 meter height. Please suggest me to use this for best management of biodegradable organic waste. Which biological method I can go for it?
Vermicomposting, but again under training before then learning first. Otherwise, you will not be able to maintain it, or if you are knowing it, or you can just start it with a little guidance from my side, but start at small scale, first learn it, then you need to know the handling of earthworm. Otherwise, earthworm will die and nothing will come out, and then you will say this technology is not useful. So that is my request. So otherwise, vermicomposting is very helpful, but you need to get training out of that.
Right.
Proper training. And even I have seen that there are some kind of training by paid methods or other kind of thing. They are not telling you anything good, and unless you are not doing with your hands, unless you are not involving yourself or your any person who is taking care of that, I think it will be difficult to learn. And this is a slow process. It is not a switch on switch off technology. You will put the garbage here and put the worms, and next day you will get the manure. No, nothing like that. You know, so that's why I'm telling you need to understand separately the vermicomposting process.
Okay, sir. Sir, next question is from Mr. Srikanth. Is it possible to install vermicomposting plant in individual houses?
Yes, anywhere in one room even.
Okay.
In one room, you can have small waste and some amount of earthworm. So, baat wahi hai. I again that you need to have a lecture, proper lecture there, and then you can. Anybody, anywhere, any kind of waste can be managed by the earthworm. This is my statement.
And that will be useful for the society as well, sir. है ना?
Oh, sure. Why not? That is rather environment, not society. You will be.
Yes, sir. Starting the initiative, sir.
It is a societal step as well. Okay.
Right, sir.
So others will also learn.
Yes, sir. Sir, next question is from Professor Ekta Raut. Is there any toxic gas released from vermicomposting process?
Not toxic, only normal carbon dioxide and all these kind of things are coming out, but they are also coming out at the waste. You are rather converting that waste into manure. So whatever process will be there, that is a kind of open process. Okay. So because uh, uh, energy and matter, they have to be recycled. This is a kind of recycling. It's not that the things will not come out of, even the toxic material will be taken care by the earthworms. The metals will remain same, but they will be distributed kind of thing. They will not spoil the whole earth or the material, and material waste will be reused and recycled, and it will be converted into manure.
Okay. Any participant, if you need to ask any question from Dr. Adarsh Pal Bigji, you can unmute your mic as well. Okay.
Any other query, please? Okay, I suppose all the queries are cleared by sir. So
Thank you, thank you.
thank you
But
so
I
much.
feel they have been ignited only, but more important is again the practical learning. But anyhow, that is the purpose of your course. So I am open, I welcome anybody, anywhere, any part of the world rather. So I will be happy to do my duty. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your valuable time and delivering such a knowledgeful and purposeful and practical lecture on Swachh Bharat and industrial waste management. I hope all the participants will also agree with me. Again, thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Thank you
thanks
so
to
much, sir.
you. Okay, Ji, thank you very much. Good day.
Same to you, sir.
Take care, sir.
Now is
ठीक है
the
जी, break
time
up.
so now is the time for tea break. Please enjoy tea at your plate.
Be refreshed.
We will again meet at 1 p.m. instead of 12 noon. Thank you so much.
Sir, are you saying something?
नहीं, बस मैं वो ठीक है, okay, fine.
जी sir.
है ना?
Thank you
Next
so much.
lecture is at 2:30.
Sir, I